Hello, welcome back. Learning a new language feels impossible. You start learning vocabulary, grammar rules, and stuff, then life happens, and suddenly you forget everything. But what if I say there's an easier way to learn a new language and make it more interesting and engaging for you while learning the language? A quick intro about me. I'm Rajiv, a writer based in Rome. I speak in English, Telugu, Malayalam, Hindi, and now I'm learning Italian. It's been 6 years since I've been in Rome. Now I'm kind of comfortable with how I learn the language and how I can understand and speak whenever I need to. These are some of the few things that have worked for me, and I'm sure that they'll work for you too. At first, I thought that I needed to learn a lot of grammar and learn it the textbook way to know about articles, prepositions, adjectives, and stuff, and then get to know about the normal colloquial way of talking. But that never works because grammar rules are quite confusing and it'll take hell lot of time, and it needs a lot more effort from you apart from your daily work stuff. So I realized that this is not the way that I should be doing this. I have to make it a part of my daily life so that whenever I encounter something, I try and learn what it is called in Italian, or how it is said in a certain way in some places of Italy. So, this is how I started learning, and from this experience, I want to share three tips that might work for you too. First one, start very small, one sentence a day. Learn one sentence a day. Uh, Fluency in a new language doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of consistent inputs and consistent ways to learn the language. Everything that you start has to start with a small thing. Try learning one new sentence each day. Something like Vorrei un caffè per favore. It means basically, I would like to have a coffee, please. And that will be a useful phrase that can be used in a bar anywhere in Italy. So make it make your learning process in such a way that it is utilized in some way or form when you actually utilize or practice the language. So this is something that you can try. Second one is using the language daily. The most important thing that worked for me was trying to think in the language that I'm learning. So whenever I am trying to learn Italian, I try to think all my thoughts, all my actions in Italian. I would say things out loud. I change the language on my phone, or I stick the Italian names for the certain things at home. Suppose if it's a chair or kitchen items, like the ingredients that you put in, like trying to know these words in Italian and then incorporating them into my daily life so that everywhere I see I can know that this is what it is called, this is what a chair is called, this is what salt is called, this is what sugar is called. So things like that, when I keep encountering these things in my daily life, it kind of registers and then slowly becomes a part of my life. And that is something that everybody should try, because these are small wins that you can clearly understand that a week ago you didn't know what this certain thing is called, and now suddenly you are using it as part of your life. So this is some way you make it an interesting hobby or activity to make your language learning a little bit more exciting. Last thing is, I always try to make sure that whenever I'm learning something or doing something new, I try to make it as a challenge, so that whenever I reach or achieve certain milestones, I reward myself with some kind of good thing that can make me feel positive about it and make it more engaging for the next time. Nowadays, I started watching Italian movies with subtitles. Previously, I needed English subtitles for Italian movies, but now I just go with Italian subtitles, and pretty much like 80% of whatever they speak in the movies are pretty much understandable to me. So this has come from, like, it has it has grown consistently over the last 3 years of my active Italian learning thing, because it you need to do consistent bits to learn the language. So yeah, make certain little challenges, like trying to write about yourself in Italian, giving your introduction, like just speaking to a mirror about what you do and who you are as a person. And then, so every single thing that you do, try to make it as a challenge, and once you achieve that, try to reward yourself. So in that way you'll always be excited to learn the language, and the curiosity to understand the language and the culture will increase the more you try to engage and consume content over it. So here's your challenge. So pick a language that you want to learn and try and learn one single sentence, and write it down in the comments what you learned on this day. So yeah, let's keep this chain going, and whoever's learning something new, try and add something that they are planning to do or trying to learn. So I'll see you again in the next video. Ciao.